All right, so we are with Kim Wilkinson, owner of Wilkinson Portables. Kim, how you doing today?
Good, good. Thank you,
Good,
Brett.
good. Thank you so much for taking the time today. I really appreciate it. Really, we're just going to talk about your experience of Porta Potty Marketing Pros and what we've done as an agency for your business. Okay.
Okay.
Now, just to get started, before you start, how long have you been working with us? How long has it been? Like 2.5 years, like maybe more. I don't know.
I was gonna say more. Is it like three? Are we coming up on three?
Oh my God, it's been 3 years.
I
Okay.
think so.
3 years. Okay. So before we started working with Wilkinson Portables, where were your online presence at then versus now? Could you describe that?
So we had a website, a fairly decent website
Yeah.
online, but I had tried to do Google marketing myself, tried to expand beyond kind of the word of mouth in my small town that we
Yeah.
were the go-to guys, but
Mhm.
I knew I needed more.
Mhm.
I was ready to make the investment in a professional
Yeah.
to help grow my online presence beyond what I knew and what I was doing.
Mhm.
I was there. I was ready to grow, ready to be bigger, and needed some professionals to help me do that.
Okay. And now it's like it's really working out, right?
Yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah. Okay. When we started, I know we tried a few different things because you are a small town, but you're close to a big town, right? What did we start with? Where did we go? And where are we now?
So one of the things that I appreciate the most about Porta Potty Marketing Pros is that they try different strategies. And when we talk about a new advertising strategy or a new product I want to market, they do their research and come back to me with a handful of options. We can market it this way or this way or this
Yeah.
way. They tell me the pros and cons of each option,
Yeah.
and then we decide on one. Originally, we decided we were going to go straight with Google Ads, and I don't have the budget to fight with United States Services. Their main headquarters is like an hour and a half from my county, and we gave it a go.
Yeah.
We tracked the calls, we tracked the customers, and we were not getting the results that we were hoping for. And back to the drawing board with my marketing team, and they said, "Hey, this isn't working. So what else are we going to do?"
Mhm.
And we re-strategized, put heads together, and came up with a new plan. We now do city pages, which means all those little itty bitty counties
Yeah.
or towns in my county
Yeah.
each have a page that pops up and links back to my major website.
Yeah.
So I'm
Some of those I
getting,
can't pronounce. I tried to read them too. So,
yeah, yeah. Yeah. And so the results have been overwhelming.
Mhm.
Absolutely. I even have a page that is ranking nationally. I had to tell the guys at Porta Potty Marketing Pros to slow down because
Yeah.
I was getting calls from all over the United States,
Yeah.
which was an overwhelming success.
Yes. Okay. Speaking of success, I know that you have bought more units and even acquired another business since you started with Porta Potty Marketing Pros. Can you describe that?
Yeah, we're just growing by leaps and bounds. Each year, purchasing new units. I couldn't even put a number on how many toilets have purchased in the last couple years. And as Brett mentioned, I purchased my neighboring competitor. I picked up an entire second county and just about doubling my business. Yeah, the growth has been incredible.
Yeah, I've seen it. We visited your yard and you showed
Yes,
me
you
all the
did.
new potties, and I was like, oh my gosh, like that is crazy.
That's one of the things that I think that people love about Porta Potty Marketing Pros is that know and understand the business. You
Yeah,
invested the time to come to my yard and see toilets in different kinds, ones with hand wash, ones that flush, ones that are luxury, what trucks look like, and you know the business. And
yeah,
I think that that's huge in a successful marketing partner,
yeah.
and not very many can say, "Hey, I've been to a main office site and I know what it's like to be an owner."
Yeah, and that was super cool. I got to give you a compliment too, Kim. Like you allowed us to actually see this stuff. Like that was super cool. Keep in mind, Kim was our first porta potty lady. She taught us all this stuff. Like I didn't know about pump trucks or routes or all of the stuff that goes on. RV tank pumping,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Yeah, could you talk about that as a success? I know you actually helped us with that and that idea. I didn't even know that was a service.
Yeah, we offer RV pumping because we're a rural county. We have a lot of people that live in their RVs, and I
Yeah.
know it's something that not all companies do, but we do. And the pros at Porta Potty Marketing helped create a page, and through the page and the blog, it became national.
Yeah.
I get calls all the time still for companies looking for porta potty or RV pumping services.
Okay. And then I know we tried Google Ads and it didn't work at first. Why was that exactly?
Like
Yeah.
cost versus the big guys.
Yeah.
I
Uh,
no,
it wasn't
no.
more of our services, but like because you were in Placerville and the Sacramento people would call because
Yes.
yeah,
Okay. Good cell phone triangulation and
yes,
right.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Wasn't because of that. It was just more like people would live in Sacramento and live in El Dorado Hills, which
Yeah.
was near you, and that just didn't work. And that was the biggest thing.
Lots of people calling from outside of what we consider our service area.
Yeah,
We cover, golly, I'd have to look and see how many miles of territory we cover, but it's
uh,
fairly specific.
yeah,
And yeah, people calling from out of the area all the time. I was turning away more customers than I was signing up new ones.
yeah. Which is kind of sucked. But could you tell, maybe from a small town point of view, why is having an online presence important to a
Ah,
porta potty company?
so I
Like,
have an example of this. So
yeah.
we are a small town porta potty company, and we support the little leagues and the local construction guys,
Mhm.
and all of those people know that we're their go-to. But I recently had a call from somebody in Idaho. In case you're wondering, I'm in California, and it was a large contractor
Yeah.
who had received a bid to build an apartment complex in
Mhm.
my little town.
Mhm.
And what that guy was doing was he got on the internet and was like, "Hey, I saw your page. I saw that you're local to my job. You guys look professional. You've got everything we need.
Mhm.
Can we sign you up for our job site?"
Yeah.
And those are the ones that you're looking for. It's a big whale job.
Yeah.
Lots of porta potties right in my backyard.
Mhm.
And I wouldn't have known that they were coming, and they
Yeah.
wouldn't have found me if it hadn't been for the professional website and my online presence.
Yeah. And that's an amazing story. Like, I'm sure you've got a few other ones like that too. And,
Yeah.
that's a big reason for your success.
Yeah,
Um,
I get a lot of special event customers, lots of brides and
yeah.
moms that
Yeah.
want to see pictures of our special event trailers
Yeah.
and want to read about all the specifications and all the things that they offer. And
Mhm.
often they say, "Hey, I was on your website. I saw
Yeah.
this, read this, I'm ready to buy." And that's really
Mhm.
nice.
Yeah, no, absolutely. So I know that you got tons of calls, because you're at the top of the list now, right? It's not
Yes,
right.
yes.
How many brokers call you begging for business now? And is it a nice feeling because they can't really do that anymore?
We get quite a few calls with brokers. There are certain brokers we do and do not work with, but it's nice to have that relationship. Money in my pocket is money ahead. So, yeah, it's nice to know that
Mhm.
they've established us as a go to.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I think you're going to like this question. What is Wilkinson Portable's goals for the next few years?
Ooh, we're excited. So, in the next few years, we've got two major projects going on. One is grease traps.
Mhm.
We are going to start doing grease traps locally. We found a plant closer to us that's going to be able to help support our need to get rid of grease. And in California, that's quite a problem.
Yeah,
And then we're expanding into fencing. I know
yeah,
lots of porta potty people do fencing
yeah,
as well as toilets. Fencing is
yeah.
also on our expansion
Yeah.
horizon.
Yeah, and that's gonna be really excited for you guys. And what's nice is you guys are already ranking number one for your website for multiple categories for your trailers, potties, RV tank pumping, all across rural Northern California.
Yes.
And you still get tons of calls, even though you live in the middle of nowhere. Some of these places are not where you
That
live.
yes, the phone does not stop ringing and it's a great feeling.
Okay. The last question, why is Porta Potty Marketing Pros different than the standard marketing agency that may call you?
Porta Potty Marketing Pros has real people. You're not a number. You're not one of 1,000
Yeah.
clients. You are a person and a business that matters deeply to the owners, and they're responsive. They also work with you when something's not working.
Yeah.
You guys have been great about, well, let's try something else,
Yeah.
and wanting to learn
Yeah.
and take whatever feedback that I've given about, hey, this porta potties are different, people are kind of different, and you guys have learned
Yeah.
and grown, and the Porta Potty Pros are real people
Yeah.
who care about you and your business.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much. And we really do,
I know.
this has been something there. And I cannot express my appreciation enough for you who believed in us from the start. So, and still do. So anyways, that's really all I got for you.